Hey, what's going on out there, YouTube? This is actually my first time ever going live. I'm fairly new to this live thing. Well, as far as YouTube's concerned, and reason being is because I'm just now getting a laptop, and you know, but I just wanted to give my 2 cents on some of the picks that made sense for me today. Uh, I don't got the perfect um, tools to show my screen or whatnot. I'm new to this, but I've been playing Fanduel for a long time, just using my mobile phone. And I'm just now getting a laptop like last week. So I'll be starting to go live, giving people my thoughts on players I pick every day. Um, a strategy that I've been going by a lot, that I've been seeing a lot of people go by, is they like to capitalize off of players um, that players that's going to get a lot of minutes due to injuries. Um, they go for the cheapest option, backup players to um, to pick to save money so they can pay up for some of the popular players. Like for instance, today on the Hawks, the Atlanta Hawks, right? They have Trey Young's going to be out, right? So of course, I know a lot of people. I decided not to go this route. I know a lot of people is going to pick uh, Brandon Goodwin today because I think Brandon Goodwin is maybe what like 4,200 on FanDuel if I'm not mistaken, or maybe 35, 3,600. I got to check again because I decided not to pick Brandon today because I know he's going to be heavily owned, and I like to try to go the left route because of players that's going to be very low owned. Because I know if all is all those players pick as all those uh, competitors pick uh, uh, one player, it's going to be hard to progress because so many of y'all got that same player. So whenever your points go up, their points are going to be going up as well. So it's like y'all going to be canceling each other out. So I like to go left. Like I sometimes it doesn't work in my favor because some players that I think is going to be low owned ended up being highly owned. Maybe because they just also like myself, maybe just needed a person to squeeze in their lineup because they didn't have enough money, or or maybe they just like myself, just trying to go left primarily. But today, I only got like two players that I know probably is going to be like heavily owned, and I got Westbrook. Man, I just like the upside that Westbrook gives, even with Bradley Beal being out there on the court. Westbrook, he's always going to give you a triple double every game because uh, this guy's vertical jump is out of this world. So this guy get you no less than like 10 rebounds per game. Like this guy be jumping over power forwards, grabbing rebounds over him. So his rebound peripherals is going to be there. Um, who else? Let me check my phone. Nah, I'll check it. Uh, who else did I pick? Oh, I got another player that probably probably a lot of people are going to choose him due to the injury of Trey Young. Is also John Collins. See, John Collins, he's a very sneaky player. Like this guy, like he just he'll start off slow sometimes. Like get in the first half, he'll end up on like like six Fanduel points sometimes, and then the second half, man, this guy just start just exploding out of nowhere. Like you'll just like you'll go somewhere, go get some water or something, come back to your phone and see that he got like 31 Fanduel points in like the first 5 minutes of the second or the third quarter. I'm like, hey, like did this guy do magic or something like that? But John Collins is a very, very smart player. Like uh, the only disadvantage that Jason Collins has compared to a lot of power forwards is his height is a little bit his height, is a little bit, under the height recommendation of a power forward. Like when you see Jason Collins, Jason, I mean, I keep calling him Jason, John Collins, you'll automatically think he's like a small forward or even a shooting guard. Like the way he moves, like he just got the body frame of a small forward or a shooting guard, but he has another player that can also jump and he knows how to box his man out good enough despite their size difference. He know how to box his players out to get those rebounds, man. That dude, he's very swift. And he also is one of the players you got to look out for. Even when the odds is against him, that's a player you should always want to pick up because he's at least going to give you a floor of, I say, at least 27. I say that's his floor, and his ceiling is like maybe 60, maybe. I haven't seen him reach that peak of 60 Fanduel points yet, but he's definitely capable of it. And this could be a night where he's in a good spot where he can potentially give you at least 50, at least 45 tonight. Hawks are going against the Hawks are playing tonight. Is it Cleveland? I have to check back. Yeah, yeah, I don't know who they're playing, but I know who they're playing, but I just can't remember it off top. As a matter of fact, let me check my phone right back. See. Here we go. We got Oh yeah, it's let's see. Oh yeah, of course. It's Miami versus Atlanta Hawks. And the power forward, I also got this guy too. Another sneaky guy, Trevor Ariza. He's a sneaky veteran that he's a sneaky veteran that likes to he's Trevor Ariza is one of those veterans that people overlook for some reason. He's very cheap. He's at 4,300 on Fanduel, and let's check his. I don't know if you guys can see that. Uh, Dang, it's so blurry. Let me see this game log. Shoot, this chunk is bright. Well, I'll read it to you. Trevor Ariza, last game against San Antonio, he had 29 minutes. He only scored 10.8 FanDuel points, but I don't hold that against him. Whenever there's a player that's real cheap that gets a lot of minutes, that means you don't know what kind of potential they really have. Give them that amount of minutes, you don't know what they're capable of. So I like to gamble on those type of players that get a lot of minutes, that are very cheap. That way I can squeeze them in amongst the studs, the players that is going to score, uh, no lower than 30 FanDuel points. And the previous game before that, April 19th, Trevor Arena had 29 minutes as well, but he only scored 17.5. That may be there's maybe various reasons why that may can happen. Um, he's amongst players that's good at getting rebounds. Um, Jimmy Butler, for instance, Jimmy Butler, he snags all the rebounds on Miami Heat, so that kind of eliminated Trevor Ariza's opportunity to get rebounds because he got players around him, getting rebounds. So also, uh, Miami, they got so many guys who they like to the coach like to rotate a lot. They got of course uh, Jamie Butler, Tyler Hero, what's his name? What's his name? Tyler Hero. What's his name? The left hand guy. Dang, what's his name? I got him at the tip of my tongue too. But anyways, they got a lot of players who they like to rotate a lot. Also, another sneaky guy, is a good value guy. Uh, Andre Iguodala, it's another guy that can get you like 25 or sometimes even 30 sometimes. And he's usually in the 35 to like 4,400 range. That's another guy you can choose at times to, get you in that, that, you know, be able to just squeeze in with the studs, you know. And he can be another player that you can pick once, like players like Tyler Hero and Jamie Butler and and I can't think of. Oh yeah, Gordon Drodridge. When those players are out, Andre Iguodala is a perfect pick that you can, you know, get in to fill in the void because he's going to get some minutes because just his defense presence alone is highly unmatched. Andre, despite his age or whatever, Andre Iguodala got one of the best defenses in the league. This guy is unmatched. One of the guys, top 10 defensive players in the NBA right now. And he's going to be in there because if nothing else is defense. Um, I see Berchula been getting a lot of minutes lately. I see because Berchula he get a lot of rebounds, man. That guy, like he's one of them players when you expect him to just go in there, just fill a void, just to see, give some of them uh, starter guys some rest. And Berchula just goes out there and he just keep playing well enough to where they'll keep him out there. Like the coach might be like, man, he's doing so well out there, man. Let's just keep him out there for at least another additional 8 more minutes, and then he'll go from like initially like 14, 15 minutes to he end up leaving the game like 26 minutes because of his hunger. There's guys out there that show and prove, because they want to solidify their spot to helping their teams out. Hey, I know last night, man, I tried to go the left route, the odd route, and I was choosing players again that I thought a lot of people weren't going to choose, and it ended up not working so well for me. I had I had Lonnie Walker from the San Antonio Spurs, which he is a very, very uh, prolific player. Don't get me wrong, but uh, he got to work on learning how to finish the ball, finish up his layups. He'll start off with a good momentum. When he gets to the basket, he'll come off the wrong foot doing a layup or something, and he'll miss it. But he's very, very athletic, man. That guy is a problem. I'm telling you, Lonnie Walker from the San Antonio Spurs is a problem, man. That guy is awesome. Um, I had to choose on once they announced that DeMar DeRozan was going to be out. I was like, man. Well, actually, I had him prior to DeMar DeRozan being out because uh, I just like the ups. I mean, not the upside, but I just like the athleticism that he possessed. I just know that his amount of minutes given and his price is doesn't match his ability. So I was like, let me give him a try. I like picking Lonnie Walker, man, because I know he has a great potential. That because I seen it happen when there was times when the Spurs were very shorthanded, and I chose Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker went exploded for like 47 Fanduel points that night. Being at 30, I think he was like 3,700 that night. I was like, yeah, I had to squeeze him in. And then like I said, I squeezed him in with the studs that I already had. And another player that disappointed me last night, a lot of people probably chose him. Well, a lot of people probably didn't want to lean this route because he was banged up. Uh, um, Joel Embiid, man. He started off good, and the second half he had what, like 26.6 Fanduel points, and then from there he was moving up a little bit. He went up to like 29 within like the first 2 minutes of the third quarter, and then from there, like the fourth quarter, he was stuck at like 32 for the longest, man. Then the end result, he left that left the game with 34.4, and I didn't realize. Well, um, they announced this. Well, they put this symbol next to his name at the end of the game. They put a GTD next to his name, indicating that he was injured. And so I was like, man, no wonder why he didn't, get in the 50 range, because like he was like at a standstill for the longest. They were playing against Milwaukee, and I didn't see that game, but I'm pretty sure that they were double teaming and triple teaming Joel. And he was going against Brook Lopez, and Brook Lopez, he's another player that I like to pick every once in a while because uh, he's a center that's going to make you come out there and chase him at the 3 point line. And he also, when he's on defense, he has these long arms that's hard to shoot over. So maybe that played a big part of Joel Embiid falling short too as well. And I just think they were double and triple teaming him last night. I also had what's his name? What's his name? Guinness. Yeah, the Kalupo Guinness last night. He started off slow, but man, he picked it up like towards the end of the second. He ended the second with like 29, I believe. And then from there, man, I went to, like I said, I went to go take a little break, went to go make me something to eat, came back. Man, this guy was at like 37 Fanduel points in like the first 4 minutes of the third. I was like, gosh, man. It's like did this guy like teleport, or the scorekeepers, But man, whenever see, I like to get guidance when I know that for a fact that people are not going to choose him, either because of his high price at 11,400, or if he's coming off an injury. I know a lot of people ain't gonna go to him, so I went to him, and he was only 18.2% owned, and I was very shocked about that. Um, you know, but some players for tonight. that y'all might be interested in. We got Terry Rozier. That's a player that he was cheap yesterday. His price was at like what 7,000, and he was at like 7,400 on FanDuel. Now he's at 8,100. So being that his price has inclined, has went up today, and he had a bad performance yesterday. Uh, I chose him today, Terry Rozier from the Charlotte Bobcats. I mean, Charlotte Hornets, because uh, I'm pretty sure people ain't gonna lean towards him because his price increase. You know, I took a gamble with him. I know with Devonte Graham being back out there, it kind of takes away from uh, Terry Rozier's uh, peripherals. Well, it don't take away from his peripherals. It take away from his scoring opportunity. But the peripherals is going to be there. He's going to get you at least 7 assists a game. He's a good rebounder, and he's a great. Uh, he can get you at least five, at least two, about 3, 4 steals a game, and he's a good shot blocker as well. He averages at least like two blocks a game. So Terry Rozier, even with Graham out there, he's going to give you a floor of at least 30 FanDuel points. Another guy that people like to overlook a lot, Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks. He's just a guy. He stays in that 5,200 range, and he has a lot of opportunity to shine out there with it's just I think Memphis is one of them teams there where they're able to freelance out there because um, they got chemistry. They got very good chemistry, and that's what I like about Memphis. They like to move the ball around. Uh, they have very good chemistry, so any one of those guys can have great nights. Uh, it ain't gonna be just always one or depending on one or two players. The whole Memphis squad has opportunity to get you, in a floor, an average floor of 25 amongst all of them. You know, so Dylan Brooks is a guy that if you want an average price player that's going to give you at least 27 FanDuel points a night, Dylan Brooks is your guy, definitely. Uh, Another player that a lot of people look over because he don't produce, in the minutes given, is Isaac Okoro from the Cleveland Cavaliers. This guy is always in the 35 to I say 4,300 range on FanDuel. And this guy gets a massive minutes every night. This guy get 35, 37 minutes, 38 minutes, and there has been times where he has, capitalized off the minutes given. Like I remember one night I picked him and he had 38 FanDuel points. And I picked him at the right time too. Like he's a very, very good player, it's just some things he just got to work on. being he got to get a little bit more aggressive. He don't like to draw. He don't like to drive in and draw fouls as much. He kind of like to stay out there. Uh, in like the 20-foot range. He like the or 3-point range. And sometimes he just be out there playing his role, man. He doesn't like to penetrate much. I mean, he does, but I don't know. He's just got to just minor stuff. He just got to touch up on. And Isaac Okoro will be a monster. I promise you, man. Um, and I'm gonna give you guys one more of the guys that I chose just because I know he's not going to get much minutes tonight, but Alex Len from the Washington Wizards. Uh, what I like to do, guys, I like to go prior to picking these players. If I can't see them on television, I like to go on YouTube and just study their highlights. And Alex Len, man, that guy is so athletic, man. Like I don't see why Washington don't have him like getting at least 25 minutes a game, man. That guy is a monster. I think he's better than Robin Lopez, and I think he's better than uh yeah, I think he's way better than Robin Lopez. And he should be getting way more minutes out there, man. That guy is a monster, man. Like his rebounds is out of this world, man. This guy can snag it with the best of them, man. I think he's in a great spot, even though I know he might only get a maximum of like 18 to 19 minutes. Given the small amount of minutes, I guarantee in that small amount of time that he at least gets at least 25 Fanduel points in that small amount of time at 3,500 on Fanduel. They're going against OKC tonight. And I know he's going to have a tough matchup with Brown from OKC. But no, actually, he's not going to have a tough matchup. I think Alex Land, uh, he's more aggressive than Brown. I'm just telling you the truth. And I think he's going to perform well enough to where the coach keep him out there an extended amount of minutes, at least 22 minutes, hopefully. And we'll see what he does out there. If you guys like this content, subscribe, and give me your feedback, and let me know if I'm making a bad decision or not. Some of these players I got. Until next time, thanks, guys.